Ladies, I know I was struggling for a minute, but I'm trying to pull it together. So we're going to have a conversation. When's the last time you actually enjoyed you and made sure you were smiling inside? I'm not talking about paying your bills. I'm talking about making you a priority, doing small things that feed your soul and putting you first. Let's talk about it and make sure you comment your thoughts below. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Carrie. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that red subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a thing when I upload. If you ain't new, welcome back, boo. Let's go get it poppin'. So yes, it's a different type of video. Y'all know when I bust out the chatty videos, it's normally like with a get ready with me. I'm telling y'all a kind of story or just chatting with y'all. I'm probably doing hair or something like that. But today I was already cute. I already have on a wig that I don't know if you saw the review for this unit yet, but it doesn't really matter, okay? I will link it down below if you're interested in it, okay? Like I said, I was already cute, so it was no need for me to get ready. I had something on my mind, and I just wanted to talk about it, right? I started thinking a little bit about taking care of myself, self-care, okay? Now, I know y'all hear a lot about certain topics circling around, self-care being one of them, one of the biggest things now, kind of taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, you know, catering to you. And I am totally on board for that. So I noticed, like, as the years went on, the more and more I got a little bit older, the less things I did for myself, the less time I had for myself. And I don't know, it kind of brings me back to that video I did with you guys. I think it was it Julian 24? It might have been. It was either that or the Aviana wig, okay? I will link it below, where I was mentioning when somebody brought up, like, if you have friends, it should be a thing where you make time for your friends every month, at least once a month or something like that, if those are your real friends, yada yada yada. And I basically, just to sum it up, said I don't have time to make time for any friends because I barely have time for me. All right, so that brings me back here to say, the older I was getting, the more the years went on, I literally got less and less time for myself, for anything. It's either I'm in a house, even though I love cleaning up, but it's either I'm in a house cleaning up constantly, because if I'm not doing anything on YouTube, social media related or anything like that, I'm cleaning. Because when it comes to film, I will binge film for 1, 2, maybe 3 days, and I can't do it if the house is dirty. If the house doesn't look right, I can't even press the record button. Like, I'm so serious. I can't function in a dirty house. So outside of recording, editing content, and cleaning up, that's almost like everything that I do. There are times, of course, that I might go out, but it's mainly to celebrate something like an anniversary, a date night, or something like that. Or if it's just one of those days that I really get where I'm just like, oh, I'm not doing nothing today. Yeah, sure, let's go. I'm coming with you. Just me and husband, because, you know, I don't really be going anywhere, anybody else. But my point is, even during those times, I don't even look my best, because it's one of those days that I was probably being lazy, just laying down in the bed or something like that. So we go out where I could look presentable, but I don't. With all of these things happening and life going on, and you kind of just taking on so much, sometimes you really forget to make time for yourself and take care of yourself. So that made me want to talk a little bit about self-care and what it means to me, because I had to literally, and I'm still working on some things, incorporate. It shouldn't even be an incorporate thing. It should just come natural. It should just be a thing, but it's just the way that things go, you know? But I started to do things that makes me a little bit more happier and just makes me feel good about myself, because it honestly changes the way you look at life. It changes your quality of your everyday, which is going to change the quality of your life overall, because this is your life. You only get one life to live, okay? You could be busy, but you have to put yourself first. You have to do something for yourself. You have to make time for yourself. So I'm going to break it down and kind of just throw my ideas out there to let you know some things that I do and some things that I think that I should do. And maybe you could take something from this too. So let's go ahead and get in. So the first thing, I think it's important to start incorporating some things that you like or you like to do more often. Like, it can't be part of your everyday routine because it's just something that you're just not able to do every day. We're going to get into that. And I feel like if it is something that you really like or you really love, go ahead and start incorporating that into your daily routine, because little things make a big difference. Basically, if there are some things that you like or you enjoy, but you don't do it every day, and ideally it's not going to get done every day. Let's say, for instance, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I know there's better restaurants, but I don't care. Red Lobster is my place, okay? And first of all, I love the biscuits. You can't tell me nothing about the Red Lobster biscuit. But girl, I brought that up to say, if you enjoy, like, let's say a certain foods or a certain restaurant or something like that, and you don't go there as often, you kind of keep it limited. Maybe you only go there or you visit that place or eat that food when someone invites you out or for a birthday or anniversary, and you kind of don't get that food or you don't go out no more other than those specific events. And that's kind of where my life was for a moment, okay? It was literally like, I don't go out. Oh, it's a birthday? Sure, let's go there. Let's go to Red Lobster. Anniversary? Sure. Outside of those special dates, it was like none of that was happening. And it wasn't because I couldn't afford it or I didn't want to go. It was because I was so consumed with doing, like I said, just content, YouTube, cleaning the house, stuff that I could actually break up so I can have time for myself, which we're working on, right? So, you know, even if you don't want to go to the restaurant per se, you can still order that food, go pick it up, have it delivered, or you can go and eat there. But my point is, start doing more of the things that make you happy. It doesn't have to be like a once or twice a thing a year. Those little things make a big difference, because even when you go out to those restaurants, it's your favorite for a reason. You like it, right? So why not do more of it? Or even like if it's something that you don't want to spend money, let's talk about like a bubble bath or something. Some people may or may not be able to do a bubble bath every day. It also depends on how busy a schedule is. Some people have children, kids, and a whole lot of stuff going on. So I don't really know how that will work out for you. But if you did enjoy bubble baths, so let's just say do more. Like, you know, is it once a month when you feel like the kids are asleep, you home by yourself? Do more of it, you know. You could even wake up a little bit earlier. You could do it right before bedtime. The kids sleep. I don't have kids, okay? So I could kind of probably get a bath up in there anytime I feel like it. But my point is, why not do more? If it relaxes you, it makes you feel good, go ahead and do a little bit more of that, girl. Once a week, at least something. Now, when it comes to doing or implementing things that you like or enjoy into your daily life, this is something you can do easily. It can be actions, it could be a product. Let me get into it. So I personally love walks. Like, I love walks outside. It's cold right now, so I ain't messing with it. But got a couple nice days. I might go ahead and give me a little walk or two or something. But I love walks. And I really don't go on a lot of walks. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes this is a thing that we have to stop doing too. If you're somebody like me, I'll be like, dang, I want to kind of walk around the block a little bit, get some fresh air. You want to come? To my husband, you want to come? Now I'm not in the mood, and I just like, I'm not going. Why? Why I'm not going? Why can't I go on a walk by myself? Like, it's really crazy. And I also think that being quarantined for so long has kind of gotten us in the state of mind, well, at least me, it's just us two. So it's like, oh, if it's not us two, then it's nothing, like, you know. But that's bad. Like, I shouldn't need motivation for someone else to step up and start doing something that I enjoy in order for me to go and enjoy it. So I haven't yet, but, well, I've done a few times, but not recently. I will start going on more walks by myself. Like, why not? You get time to think, you get in that fresh air, it feels good, it's a little bit exercise. It feels so good for the mental, y'all, so good for the mental. Every time I go on a walk, I have like really bad case of like anxiety, you know, and my brain is scrambled all day because I'm thinking about 50 things at one time. I gotta do this, gotta do that. What time I do this? What time I do that? Like, it feels crazy, okay? I feel like a crazy lady sometimes. And sometimes when I go out on like a walk, get that fresh air and that breeze, I come home and I feel so much better. Or, you know, being in the house for so long all the time, a lot of us still are, a lot of people still working from home, you will sometimes feel like you in this bubble of a world all by yourself, like no one else exists. And where I live, it's like a quiet block, so if you don't see a car or two drive by, it literally feels like it's just me and him in this bubble of a world. Like I'd be like, there's nobody else on earth. So sometimes that can make you feel depressed, crazy. So just going outside and you seeing people walking around and hearing kids and hearing noises and stuff, it's like, oh yes, this is a big world and people are living here. So sometimes you still need to do that for your mental, you know. But that's just me. But listen, it could really work. So definitely try it, okay? But also, like I was mentioning, like implementing some more stuff into your daily routine. I would even suggest like little small things. Like for instance, I know when I was little, we grew up kind of, I ain't gonna say we was dirt poor, but we weren't rich. We was kind of poor, okay? And I can't even say if it's a poor thing or not. I just know this is how it was when I grew up. Like when you go in the bathroom to wash your hands, it was the bar soap. You got the bar soap, and the same bar soap was the same bar soap you was gonna take a shower with. Now, as I got older, I don't use bar soap to wash my hands, and I barely use bar soap to shower with. Sometimes I might if it's Dove, but that's not even all the time. That's rare. But my point is, you can do little things that kind of makes yourself feel, you know, make yourself feel a little better. So me washing my hands with hand soap, it'll make me feel good. I like to use my pump. I like to be able to smell my fragrances, maybe do a refill and pump my soap. Like it just makes me feel a little bit more luxurious than I was with the bar soap, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So just doing little things just to up your game a little bit or make yourself feel good in your own home will make a big difference. Whether that's like I said, some people even use a pump to do the dish soap. It just gives a more elegant look in the kitchen, and small stuff like that will definitely make a difference because your environment definitely plays a part on your mental and how you feel about yourself and just how you feel about life in general. Because if you was living in a small tiny one room and your kitchen was right behind you, your toilet was like a prison, like a prison cell or something, you're gonna feel crazy. But if you had a big huge mansion with a lot of space and it was so beautiful, you're gonna feel a little bit happier. So that's my point. You can do small stuff around your house to make yourself feel better too. So you know, just do it, girl. Just do it. I also burn candles like on the regular. I have my branded candle over here that'll be launching soon. Okay, so make sure y'all stay up to date on that. Some luxurious candles. And I have another candle over here burning. I literally love candles, okay? I love fragrances, period. Whether it's for my body, whether it's candles. I used to burn oils, wax melts. I love fragrances. So one thing that I like to implement in my daily routine of just everyday living, I burn a candle or two. I will burn out some candles, okay? If you like candles and you like fragrances, if you like oil diffusers, burning wax, whatever it is, like, why jump days? Why say, oh, not today? Or you just didn't make the step to go over there and grab the candle and do it because you were so busy. And listen, light that candle. Get your house smelling good. Get yourself a vibe going. You know, listen, that should be what you do in the morning, girl, to start it off. Or, you know, if you are working, I say come home, light that candle when you step in the house. I'm just saying, like, I love my candles. What I do know for sure is my mom used to tell me this: if you look good, you feel good. My aunt used to tell me, don't be walking around with that scarf tied up on your head outside. That's not cute. You got to present yourself and look a certain way. Do your hair. And you know, as a teenager, you hear those things and it actually starts to settle in because I actually started listening to it. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, on a good day, most of the time, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Listen, as a teenager, when you have less responsibilities and less worries in life, you actually listen to those things and you actually do those things. Make sure you look good. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You ain't going nowhere but to play with some friends outside and hang out, go to school. But I actually make sure that I look presentable every single day, and that's more than I could say I did now, okay? Even when I was working in somebody's office, there were days, not saying that I have to go into work with a full glam beat every day, but there were days that I just kind of felt like, yo, I don't feel like doing nothing, and I would probably put on sweatpants, a t-shirt, my hair was looking okay. I'm never gonna go to where my hair looking crazy, but it was okay. Could have been better. And you know, just looking a little like, ugh, she don't want to be here. But as a teenager, nah, I was like, my hair had to be on point, my clothes had to be on point, I had to make sure I match. You know what I'm saying? So as we get older, sometimes, you know, we feel tired. We don't want to do this. Or sometimes we just get comfortable without doing it. Why do I gotta do this? Why am I pressing? And listen, being stuck in the house don't make it no better for nobody, because you're home all the time and you start to feel like, why am I getting dressed up to stay home? And that's kind of where I got at one point. So at first, at the beginning, before we had to be stuck up in the house and we were still going to work, most of the time when I went to work, I was looking good, okay? But on the weekends, I was okay with looking a little messy, because I was like, I'm home. I was dressed up all week. Can I chill? Can I have my pajamas? But then when you're home all the time, it starts becoming a habit that you just want to walk around in the t-shirt, pajamas. And I don't know if it's just me, y'all, but if I'm walking around in just pajamas and not really putting no effort into my appearance, waking up, not taking a shower until 2 hours later, real slouchy, you start to feel the way you look. And that, I'm not lying, because come 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and I'm still looking crazy and raggedy, I just feel like, wow, my day has started. It's already in the middle. At this point, I'm not going to do anything productive because it's almost over, okay? It's 3 o'clock and 2 hours going to be 4 or 5. People going to start winding down. And that kind of puts me in a state of mind of just being lazy and doing nothing, because it feels like my day is almost over. And so what I started to do is I wake up. I'm still trying to wake up early. Right now, the earliest I could wake up is 9 o'clock, okay? I'm still working on it. I'm trying to get up at least 7. If I can get up at least 7 o'clock, I can do more things in the morning and kind of get myself up and going. So by the time 1 or 2 come, I already done hit the treadmill. I already done ate my breakfast, took my shower, did my hair. On some days, I don't do my makeup all the time in the house, but I will brush my brows out, probably put a little mascara, make sure my hair look nice. You know, I got a shortcut now. Put a little gel on my hair, get myself to look decent, and put on real clothes. And when I do that, it makes me feel like a person. I feel good about myself. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, dang, I look pretty. I smell good. I put my little perfumes on. And also what makes me feel good about that is if something was to pop off, like my husband was like, you want to go out to eat? Sure, I look good. Let's go. But on them other days, like I said, I'm curling out of bed looking half crazy, trying to throw something on, put myself together. It's not fun. It doesn't even feel good. Like, I like to take pictures. At those points, I don't even want to take pictures when I go out. I'll be like, hey, I look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely should put on your clothes, put yourself together, groom yourself early, like wake up early. And if you're working for yourself or working from home, you should still do those things, because you're still a person, so you can still be presentable for you. You don't have to be presentable for the world, but you can look good for you. It's gonna make you feel so good. And I know when I look good and I'm not in my slouchy house clothes and stuff, I actually do more. Like, I will say, let me go for a walk. Now I just want to show myself off, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the mood to want to do more, even if it's in the house. Let me, I'm going to say clean the dishes, because you know I like to clean up. But I will do more. I might be like, let me go on the internet and do some research on something I was looking for. I might want to go run some other errands that I was been supposed to do. I might go for my walk or my fresh air. It's just, my mind gets a little more creative, so I might start writing down notes of these ideas that I have. But on those other kind of days, child, ain't nothing but a bed, a remote, and a phone. And that's legit it. So definitely try to put yourself together, because I am telling you, it works wonders on your mood. And you just look better. Like, don't you want to look better? Don't you want to look better? While I'm on a topic of looking good and grooming myself, I actually had a thought while I was talking about it, but I didn't want to throw y'all off track. So I'm going to come and just say it real quick. So during the time when like COVID was popping off and stuff at the beginning, you know, everybody was kind of getting used to it. You know, I do the wigs and stuff. Now, the thing is, when it first popped off, it was very hard for me to adjust on how I should be looking in the house. When should I get dressed? When should I not? Because at one point, I started feeling like I was wasting my wigs. Like, why are you putting on your wigs in the house? It's starting to get nappy, especially the synthetic ones, like wasting them. So then I would not wear wigs, and I was walking around with the cornrows in my hair. And then that started to become a thing now. And, you know, I have a husband. It's not like he cares anyway, but I mean, come on, like, can we look presentable for each other? So I started looking like Cleo from Set It Off. And then I started feeling like, ew, I look so ugly. Like, why do I look like this? Like, it took a while for me to be like, ugh. And then that's what actually led me to cut my hair, y'all. And that was because I didn't want to necessarily keep putting wigs on while in the house all the time. Especially if you are in a house, you're going to be sitting and laying on more furniture. And, you know, your hair gets messed up. So I didn't really want to do that. But I cut my hair because I was like, if I'm going to be in a house, at least I can look presentable. And I cut my hair a lot of times, okay? I don't care, it grows back, whatever. But I say that to say I've tried things like already, like what can I do so I can look presentable without having to wear these ugly cornrows, because I don't want to do my natural hair every day, because if I want to throw on a wig, I want my hair braided. So I cut it off, and then that's why I got the pixie, which I am happy about, because now without the wigs I still look decent, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I know for me, in order for me to be happy within my home, my house must be clean. If my house is dirty, y'all, I can't function. I can't think right. I just feel terrible, okay? I feel terrible. And I will procrastinate everything because it's so messy. So I try not to let my house get too messy. So on the days like now when I'm recording a video and I'm binge recording, I think today's my 3rd day of recording videos. Things start to happen in the house where it starts to get a little messy. Like the dishes will start to pile up a little bit, and you know, stuff is just all over the place. I can't stand it. And when it gets that way, I cannot function. To the point where it's like, okay, I have dishes to do, I have to do a little bit of laundry, I want to tidy up the bedroom, I want to clean the bathroom. When you have so much on your mind, sometimes you shut down and you don't do anything. Like literally, I know that's how it gets for me. So then sometimes instead of me even attempting to clean one room, none of the rooms will get done probably for 2 days, because my mind is just like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, I have so much to do, I don't know where to start. And then I just shut down. I'll be like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna just do nothing. And it puts me back in that lazy mode. So it's kind of like you have to kind of find some balance. And I'm not perfect. I'm still working on balance and trying to balance doing this, because listen, if you're watching this video and you're another content creator, you understand that this is time consuming. From the point that you sit down in front of the camera to the point that you edit your video to the time you're uploading it, trying to stay engaged with your audience, it's a lot of time and hours that goes into it. But also you have a home that you live in and people in your home, whether you're married, not married, you have a spouse, kids, whatever, that you also want to spend time with. It's very hard to balance it all. And in my case, it's just my husband and I, but we have a home that I have to keep up with. Things happen and things could definitely build up. So I am definitely still working on balance. But I brought that up to say, try to find what works for you. And I think I'm trying to find it now. And I think what I'm trying to do is get my binge recording out the way. And then the next couple of days while I'm probably doing editing stuff, I can clean up and tidy up while I'm doing that, because I don't have to be sitting down in front of the camera. But also, let's rewind it a little bit. Keeping a clean house will definitely clear your mind. It will make you feel good about yourself. It will allow you to think clearly. It will allow you to do things. It will allow you to just move. One moment, battery dying. Whew. Okay, battery died, is back on. So as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, about the clean house situation. Just to sum it up, I could do so much more mentally, physically. I have more inspiration, more motivation. I'm just a better person when my house is clean. If it's not clean, I'm going to be miserable. I'm probably going to have an attitude. I'm going to feel a little bit depressed. Like you want, and not even just about the mental part, but like when you are in an environment that is presentable and neat and clean and tidy, you feel good. Like you feel good. Like you just feel nice and comfortable. Like, oh, I can lay out. You know, like when you change those bed sheets, it feels great, y'all. Like, doesn't it? If you laying in some old nasty sheets, you're not going to feel that great. Every time I change the sheets and it's fresh and new, you can feel the fresh new. You be like, ooh, these feel good. So that's all I'm trying to say. Making sure that you keep tidy, keep your house tidy, and everything gonna fall into place. Okay, let me not say that because I just mentioned a lot of other things. So I do feel like a very important part in taking care of yourself is treating yourself. So I like to do a couple things and I like a couple things. One thing I love to do is shop, and I like to shop for a lot of different things, y'all. I'm just one of those women that loves to shop. However, I will not shop my bank account to zero. We're not doing that over here. But my point is, you can't, I mean, if you got it, you got to do what you got to do. But if you don't got it, then you know you got some restrictions. So my point is, I do try to do something nice for myself whenever I can, whether that's I ain't gonna say every week, okay, probably no, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever your budget allows, that's what you should do. And for me, I love fragrances. So Bath and Body Works is one of my favorite stores. Whenever I see they have a bomb sale going on and I see they got some new fragrances out, I be up in there trying to smell the stuff, and I might go and treat myself to something. But listen, I know something about some coupons, girl. Your girl be saving some money. But that's not the point. Whether it's like a new perfume fragrance, that's one of the things I really love to do, because I don't do it often because perfume is so expensive. But when I do it, I feel so good. There's things I do, like even if it's buying a new candle or making my own candle, y'all, because I told you a business about to launch soon, so y'all be on the watch out. Just getting myself something that I actually want, like, or enjoy makes me feel good. If you are somebody, listen, nobody likes to not have what they like. Nobody likes to be miserable, not being able to do what you want, get what you want, buy what you want, go where you want. So sometimes you have to do stuff for yourself where it requires you to spend a little cash for you to feel happy inside. But that's humans, right? People go on vacations. Why? Because they want the experience. You buy yourself a new bag. Why? Because you think it's cute and it's going to go with a lot of things. You want to buy fragrances. Why? Because you want to smell good and you like to have different options. So all of these things will make you feel better about yourself. If you don't, like I said, do what your budget allows you to do, but there are options, okay? There are options. You can even go to Dollar Tree and make yourself happy, okay? And you know Dollar Tree don't went up. It's not $1, it was $1.25. But even just going to Dollar Tree and getting, like, I don't know, some nail polish, that makes me feel good too. Even home stuff, okay? I guess because, you know, I don't know, the older you get, you start loving all this home stuff. But I like to go get my little paper towels, the paper plates, you know. I was like, yeah, treating myself. It is kind of technically treating myself because it's just me and him. But the point is, spend a little cash on yourself to make yourself happy every once in a while. And you can even do like date nights by yourself. Like, I remember I did that one time. Oh my gosh, it's been a very, very long time. I definitely need to do it again. One time I was in New York City still. I was in the Bronx. I was at my mama's house. Dominique was not anywhere around. I don't know where he was. He was out there minding his own business, doing his own thing. See, he's that type of person. I need to get on that. But it was a new movie that just came out. I can't remember what it was. I think it was something scary. Was it like an Annabelle movie? Yo, I have no idea. But I took myself to the movies by myself. And I've always felt like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to the movies by myself. I'm going to feel like people are looking at me. I'm going to feel awkward. Like, I don't want to go by myself. It's so weird. Let me tell you something. That was one of the best days I ever had. Because why? It was a time that I was able to just enjoy myself. I was able to think. I had thoughts by myself. And I realized, like, you don't need people to do stuff, you know? So now that COVID done popped off though, I don't really be trying to go nowhere at all around nobody. I do sometimes, but I'm like, yo, I'm about to take myself to another movie. I'll probably take myself out to eat. And I know for the ladies who go get your nails done, don't that feel good? I used to get my nails done all the time. You go to the salon by yourself, or I don't know, maybe with your homegirls. I used to go by myself. Get your nails done. That feels good, you know, because it's like pampering yourself and just treating yourself, taking yourself out, making yourself feel good. So try to do stuff for yourself, y'all. It could even be without having to spend money. Like I said, not everything requires money. Just do what your budget allows. So you can even, and this is one of my favorites, stay home, dim the lights, light these candles that you like, or burn your oils or your incense or whatever you like, pop on a movie. I said pop on, like we got DVD players. Y'all still using DVD players, girl? I'm missing out on something. Stream, download, purchase. I will purchase me a new movie in a heartbeat. I was trying to purchase Scream when Scream came out, but it was only on pre-order. I wonder if it's available now. I don't know. I will see. But my point is, you could have a little date night at your house by yourself, child. You could go ahead, turn your lights off, put on a good movie, get your little snack, your little drink, your little wine, your little water, little juice, whatever it is, and just enjoy without the cell phone. So you don't have to be in your phone disturbed and, you know, looking at your phone. social media done got your attention, so now you're not paying attention to what's going on in the movie. And let me tell you something, social media and your phone could be a distraction sometimes. Sometimes you have to put that phone down and just be in your own thoughts. Social media will have you thinking about stuff that you wasn't thinking about before you got on social media. And I'm not talking about in a good way. I'm talking about distracting you from your own thoughts. Like, you could be having a thought like, oh yeah, I did tell my mom that I was going to, what's this? They said they making cabbage with what? And you start scrolling, that's funny, little girl done did what now? You keep scrolling, you get off that thing, you done forgot what you was already thinking about. Like, you need to take your time to just think for yourself off of social media. So you have to, y'all. Social media will drain your soul. And this is coming from somebody who makes content on social media, but I take time to myself. Sometimes I say, the phone is way over there for hours. Sometimes mom's like, I've been texting you and calling you. My bad, I didn't have my phone. But yes, you have to do it. It will feel so good for your soul. So those are just a few things that I wanted to share with you guys, because I feel like me just kind of following some of those steps are definitely going to change my life. And some of them already have, because I already know what makes me happy, what makes me feel good and stuff like that. So if you're someone who's kind of struggling with finding balance with kind of taking care of yourself while trying to take care of others or taking care of other things, hopefully you could take something away from this video and start incorporating some of those things. Now, like I said, I'm not perfect. So even though I have these ideas in mind, I still don't do everything every day because I'm still working on it. It's hard to hop off of something that you're already used to and hop on something that you're not used to. So I'm still finding balance, but a lot of those things I'm definitely doing. You best believe my candles are lit every day. You best believe my candles are lit every day. You best believe every week or two I try to do something nice for myself, y'all. It could, like I said, it don't have to be expensive, and I do definitely take time to wind down. Most nights now is kind of me time. I will go in the room and I will binge on a show I really like that I've been holding off on watching, possibly a movie, get my little snacks. Lately my snacks been nuts because I'm trying to eat healthy, my little water and stuff, and just kind of take time to ease. And I would just take the phone away and just take the social media out of my face, because that stuff could really take control of your whole entire day. I know some of y'all are guilty of taking your phone, looking at it, knowing that you have something to do, and then before you know it, 2 hours then went by because you've been scrolling on Reels or TikTok or something. I know, because it's happened to me. But my point is, y'all, I just want everybody to take care of themselves. You know, I didn't really notice how much of self-care I was lacking until my brain started getting really crazy. Like, this quarantine stuff has opened up my eyes in a good and bad way, because it's opened my eyes to things I haven't been doing to myself, but it's also opened my eyes to things that I should have, what I'm trying to say, girl, it's like a good and bad thing. The bad thing about it is I'm realizing like I haven't been doing these things for myself, but I'm realizing that, oh Lord, the good and the bad is the same thing, okay? Basically, I realize what needs to be done in order for me to be a little bit more happy within me, because sometimes you can't make nobody else happy. Nobody else can make you happy. You have to do it for yourself. So yeah, ladies, I don't know. Hopefully this video was helpful to someone, or maybe you just wanted to hear me chat and talk and this was a good girl talk or something like that. But definitely comment down below your thoughts and let me know what you think, and what do you do to kind of, you know, self-care yourself on up, try to make yourself a little happy, care for yourself, and, you know, making yourself feel important. That's basically what it is. Make yourself feel important, happy. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, because you know I could go on and on. If you're interested in the hair, I definitely did a review on it. It will be linked in the description box. But I'm gonna see you guys later, because like I said, it was 9/11, so I think it's like 9:30. And one thing that I'm doing now to care for myself is not overwork. And I have a limit now that 11 o'clock at night is my bedtime, even though I will not fall asleep at 11, but at least the goal is to be in bed by 11. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this camera off. I'm gonna go ahead and get me something to eat. I'm gonna take my shower and I'm going to go lay down. I might be asleep by 11, but we'll see. It depends if the show that I'm watching is good or not. But I'll see you ladies in another video. This was fun, and we will definitely do more of these. But y'all be safe out there and take care of yourself, girl. Take care of yourself. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.